Faith.
I think we're live. Hey everybody, Lori here from Unique in the Creek, along with my friend Jackie Blewett from Jackie's Wreathing Things. Hey Jackie!
Hey, everybody.
Thank you for coming on, Jackie, and saving my pathetic tree bow.
Yeah.
This tree bow is a few years old. And we all know Lori doesn't make the greatest bows, so Lori tries. But Jackie, what I'm wanting to do is make a nice big bow like you showed us before with the measure buddy. And this is the top, my tree topper. And what I did for the past few years is I just put a bow on each side of it and zip tied it on my tree. You mentioned that you can teach me how to make a bow and actually have this coming out of the top of my bow.
Especially since I noticed that you have a rotating tree.
Yes, I do.
So it'll be a constant loop going around, end up looking something like this.
Yes, that's what I need.
As your tree turns,
we need a pretty bow.
One constant bow all the way around.
Exactly. So you are the master of you just blew me away when you made that beautiful tree topper. And I was like, okay, I can't do this by myself. And I'm the first one to admit I suck. I suck at making bows. I try. I just feel like I have two left hands. So you're going to teach me step by step. And we happen to have the same ribbon. And we just did this like 2 minutes ago. I said to her, I'm using this ribbon. And she pulled up the same ribbon.
I was like, literally, I just made a bow with it. Here, look. There it is. I'll show you the bow. Literally.
Oh, my God. That's fabulous.
Just made a bow with it.
Awesome. All right. So I guess I'll unplug this. So we're going to be sticking this in. You're going to stop me, and we're going to stick this in somewhere, right? Okay.
Correct.
So I'll unplug this for now, even though you guys can't see, I have a bright idea. That's pretty cheesy. Dave's not even home. So I have to be cheesy. All right, let's do this. Teach me, old wise one.
Okay, so when you're starting out making a tree bow, the good thing about when you're making a tree topper bow, the good thing about the measure buddy is it's lightweight, and you can walk up to your tree and you can pull it out and you can measure how wide you want your bow to be on your tree. So that's a good advantage to that.
We decided about 18 inches.
Right. So we're going to do 18 inches, especially because he's using 4-inch ribbon. We need a little bit more with that 4-inch ribbon so we have a nice loop. So we're going to do 18 inches for Lori's tree. And she's going to pull both ribbons at the same time on hers so that she can do it every other loop.
Does that mean I have to pull out a spool holder? Because I have one. All right, I get to use it. All right, I have a spool holder. Look at that. Okay, I'm ready. Ribbons on, locked and loaded.
Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to pull out your measure buddy to 18 inches.
All right, so 1 is 14, and the 2 will bring it down to, all right, I'm at 18 inches. You're not doing this with me?
No.
I was hoping I'd just copy you. I wanted to cheat.
I wouldn't be a very good teacher if I couldn't, talk somebody through something.
Okay. Well, if you could talk me through this, it'll be a miracle. All right, let's go.
So anchor both your ribbons. You want to pull both your ribbons at the same time.
Okay.
There you go. Now anchor them onto your ribbon, to your
my buddy here.
Your buddy.
Alrighty.
Now go ahead and pull. Yeah. So you want your tail there to be close to the middle of your measure buddy.
So I'll pull this down a bit.
Yeah, that way you're not wasting ribbon.
Oh, I see. Okay. So like right there, maybe? to the end of my measure buddy there? Okay.
Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want a total of 8 loops. So spin that around 8 times.
Oh boy. Have you seen me do this before with all the ribbons getting all messed up and everything? I'm sure you have.
When I did it the first time, I kind of tangled it up. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So that's 1. Oh, gee. Wait, let me take the plastic off my ribbon first. It'll help.
That might help.
You know I'm a goober. All right, so we got 1. I have to do this 8 times? Full around, or
I'm thinking
maybe
6 with that 4-inch ribbon.
6?
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm looking at.
1?
Yeah.
Or 6 loops? So
6
that's
loops.
1.
So that's 2 loops. Yeah. Go, keep going.
Yeah, there's 2. Good Lord. 3. Anybody counting?
Okay, now just make sure that you have 4 loops on both sides.
All right, hold on.
4 complete loops on both sides.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I gotta go 1 more. All right, I got 4 loops.
All right, so cut your ribbon just over half. You just want to cut your ribbon to where you're
right here,
just over the half point.
All right, like right here, right?
Yep, just over your halfway point.
All righty. Okay.
Now, carefully, Lori, you might want to close your measure buddy a little bit to help you slide your ribbon off, because you don't want to lose your center point.
All right, got it.
Okay, now make sure you find your center point, and then you're going to cut on both sides. Cut into your ribbon just a little bit.
Look at that. They're actually 18 inches. Even though it's so thick, it's still 18 inches. So I'm going to cut it at 9 here. Ooh, that's thick.
It is thick.
There's one side.
Now with 4-inch ribbon, you kind of want to cut it, but be careful with you've got 2-inch ribbon in there, so just be careful you're not cutting through. Okay, now get yourself.
I only made a little slit. How big of a slit should I have?
With the 2-inch ribbon coming in, you want to leave 1 inch on the 2-inch ribbon in the middle, like, yeah.
The 2 then. Okay.
Yeah, you need a pretty good slit so that 4-inch ribbon will be easy to pull your loops apart.
Yep, got ya. All right.
Now get yourself a pipe cleaner and tie that.
Am I tying it on the good side here?
Yeah, and tie it really, really tight. Now, what you're doing when you tie this really, really tight is essentially you're making what would be called the pinch. Yeah. So you want to tie that like
pinching.
Correct. So you're trying to tie that as tight as possible.
All right, I think that is as tight as I can go. Dave's not home.
If people don't have good hand strength, tinsel tie usually works better, especially when making a bow that size.
Oh, really? I have this stuff. Would this stuff work? Is it?
Yeah, that's
wire.
But the wire is not as easy to grip as a pipe cleaner or tinsel tie.
That's true.
So that's why I usually recommend when you're doing something this large, go with tinsel tie or a pipe cleaner. All right, now set that one aside.
All righty.
All right, now because you're using 4-inch ribbon and it loops really, really, really well, your next set of loops, you're going to do, you're going to do five of them.
What size?
17 inches.
17 inches?
Mm-hmm. When you're making a bow, you either drop down a 1/2 inch to 1 inch, but with using 4-inch ribbon, we're going to drop down a full inch.
Okay, so we're doing the same. Am I going halfway again?
Uh-huh.
Actually, if I switch this around, look at me being smart. Okay, so we're starting halfway. Actually, it's better if then I don't have to, then I can let go. So I'm just pulling this down by the clip, and we're going around 5 times.
Yep, you did 6 loops, and now we're just going to do 5.
So that's 1, 2.
I was pulling up comments.
3. This 4-inch is really thick.
It is.
4. Okay, just let me double count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's 4. I think this is the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this is our 5th one. All right, so that's 5, and then we're going to cut halfway again.
Uh-huh.
Well, I hope we don't have any to use any more of this. This is my last set. I'm out.
You'll be fine.
That's a fast 10 yards. Or was it 5 yards? Oh, no, it was 10 yards.
Mine's 10 yards.
Yeah. Okay. So I suppose I'm doing this the same with slitting it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's 9 inches. That's pretty good. Or 18 inches. No, it's 17 inches. 17 inches. So that's 8.5. Oh, God. This is thick.
It is. I noticed that when I was making my bow. I was like, man, that's nice ribbon.
Holy, that is, I think it's got a double row of the snowdrift and everything on it.
It's got a double row of that snowdrift, and then it's really sewn in, and it's got like 1, 2, it's got 3 layers of ribbon to it with the snowdrift, so it's thick.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what you get what you pay for. Do I need another pipe cleaner?
It would be easier, yeah. Go ahead and get another pipe cleaner to tie that one.
I need to cut it in more. Probably been easier if I just bought a pre-made one. Said no crafter ever. Right?
I will buy $75 in supplies, and I will take 2 hours, but I'm going to do this myself. The crafter motto.
Did you see how strong I am? See, don't mess with me.
Look, she done bulked up and started ripping the pipe cleaners apart, y'all.
Yep, don't mess with me. I think I was a little too tight. This is my dog's upstairs. Nobody's home, and they're going ballistic. Amazon's probably at the door.
Miss Jan, if you were going to use 2-inch and 1-inch ribbon, you would need to do at least 10 loops.
Yeah, you don't have to use 4-inch. This is just what I wanted to use.
But I just want to let y'all know this. When you're using 1-inch ribbon, I would not recommend it with making a tree topper bow, and I will show you why. The tree top, when you're doing a tree topper, your ribbon needs to be really, really strong, and this is good ribbon, y'all. So you're talking about a loop that's going to be about 9 inches, and look how that's not.
It's flimsy, eh?
It ends up being flimsy, whereas opposed to using 2-inch ribbon on a 9-inch loop, the wire is actually stronger. And see the difference, y'all? It doesn't flop down. So I wouldn't recommend using 1.5-inch ribbon on a tree topper bow. And then when you get, depending on, if you have like a big, huge grand tree, you definitely need to get up to the 4-inch ribbon. Because once you get up to the 4-inch ribbon, And you'll see when Lori does hers too and fluffs it out here in a second, the loops, see the difference and how the loops stay. It's a big difference. So it's not just about appearance, it's about support when you're talking about the size of your ribbon. So I definitely don't recommend 1.5 inch ribbon for a tree topper bow unless it's maybe a 4-foot tree. You can get away with it, but anything over 6 feet, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, for the 1.5 inch, because you don't have to make the loops as big then if you're just doing it for a 4-inch tree.
Correct.
All right.
Now combine those two.
How?
Okay, so what you want to do is stack the other one. Put that one on bottom with your zip tie up, the open side up. Yep.
This is the 18 inch, right?
That's going to be on your bottom, correct?
Yeah.
Then take the 17 inch on top of that.
Okay.
Now,
are we twisting these together?
Correct.
Good.
You want to take the pipe cleaner from your 18 inch and wrap it around your 17 inch through the center.
Okay. Got it. Should I zip tie it or no? Like I could probably get a better zip tie.
Yeah, you can zip tie. Yeah, you can zip tie yours. Yeah.
It might just get a little tighter. That's all.
Yeah.
See if I can go around this.
Always with your pinch on ribbon. The tighter you get it, the better your ribbon lays.
Well, that's what I was figuring. Now this is an 8-inch zip tie. Oh yeah, I got it. Now, last time I pulled, now don't do this at home. Don't pull your zip tie and then it slips off and your needle nose pliers go right into your forehead. Don't do it. It hurts.
Please don't do that.
Take it from me. Oh yeah, I got it better. This thing is thick. Okay, we're tight, Jackie Blewett. We're tight.
So typically for a good tree topper bow, and y'all, there's not a perfect formula for it, but let's just say you're doing an 18-inch tree topper bow like we're doing with Lori. You would need a minimum of 30 yards of ribbon, typically. Okay, but she's using 4-inch ribbon. So if you're using 4-inch ribbon, she just used 20 yards. Okay.
I used 10 yards.
20.
How did I use
your
1.5
ribbon. Don't forget about your 1.5 ribbon that you used.
2.5?
Yeah, your 2.5 ribbon that you used. So
you're screwing me up, girly. Okay.
You used 10 yards of your 4-inch ribbon and 10 yards of the 2.5.
I absolutely did.
But if you're using all 2.5, you'll need typically 30 yards, and that's usually what you need for a good tree topper bow for a 7-foot tree and above.
Okay, so you guys heard that. All right.
But let me tell y'all, like I said, you take your measure buddy and first thing you need to do is decide how big you want your bow. And you can walk over to your tree and measure across about how far you want your bow. Okay,
yeah,
so that
kind of goes about 20 inches.
So it kind of goes
20 inches. Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, it kind of goes to taste how you want your tree topper bow. You may not want yours as big as Lori. You may want it smaller. It just goes to taste. But she's got a rotating tree, so we're going to create a bow that's going to sit on top of her tree with her current tree topper. So it's a really nice symmetrical spin to it.
This could look fabulous, you guys. And this sparkles like fireworks.
Okay.
I got this at Bronner's. Not that anybody cares.
So what we're gonna do now, Lori, bring your tree topper back. Bring your tree topper back. Okay, does your tree topper have a little bit of bend to the bottom of it that you can zip tie it onto your bow?
Well, there's a little loop here that I can. Like you mean in the side, the side here?
Well, no. Okay, so this is your tree topper. Does it have a way you can bend it down just a little bit to zip tie it?
No. Look how thick the stem thing is.
Okay, that's okay.
But I do have this little circle thing at the bottom that can be zip tied to the bow.
Just as long as, and you might be able to zip tie it, put it into but we'll be able to set it in there. We won't stress about it. Okay, so go ahead and start fluffing your bow. Now, actually what you want to do, Lori, is take your 17-inch loops and push them up out of your way and start at the bottom.
And we have clothespins. There we go. Okay, we're starting at the inside here or the outside?
I start on the inside. I start on the inside.
So you start pulling the inside.
Correct. And I pull a very I pull tight left to right at the same time. So I'm like pulling against myself to make it easier to fluff. Yeah.
There we go. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. Holy man, no wonder they charge a lot for these tree topper bows. They're not easy to make and they're kind of pricey, huh?
Just a little bit, but it's like, you know, if you think about it, it's $30 alone if for just a basic 2.5 ribbon.
I know.
Because it's going to take 30 yards. So you're already, you know, at $30.
Yeah, this ribbon was $34.50 just alone, but it's going to be fabulous. Can you promise it'll last me till I die?
I think that ribbon I think that ribbon will. Now wait, don't go to your other side yet. Pull your loops and alternate them now that you take your your 2.5 and your 4 inch ribbon and separate those out.
Oh, okay. We're still trying to keep a loop, semi-loop like this?
Yep.
All right. It's actually not as hard as I thought it would be. It's a good teacher, wink, wink.
Well, and also, you know, we stopped your bow this is not a complete tree topper bow. We stopped your bow because we're using your centerpiece. So if somebody else was making one, they would want to go at least one more time.
Oh, really? Even with the 4 inch?
Even with the 4 inch.
Okay. All right. Is that good?
Yep. Now you can fluff
They're
your other
all
side.
separate. I think I should have cut a little. Oh, there's double one in here. Look how good I'm doing. Somebody say I'm doing great.
You're doing great. The easiest way to fluff it is just like what Lori's doing, pulling left to right at the same time. It gives you equal pull without having to use any kind of weight underneath your bow to help fluff.
Yeah, the zip tie helps too because it's really tight too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's tight in there, especially with the slit. So, all right, so we're opening these loops now, separating them. I mean, I'm just gonna do it facing me because reaching hurts my back. Who calleth me? Got to shut my phone off. Sorry, guys. All righty. That is a huge bow. This is the biggest bow I've ever made. What's the biggest bow you've ever made, Jackie?
I can show you. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Let me grab it.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Look at my bow. Yeah, this is just my Logitech camera, and I just did StreamYard, and I did it all by myself. Nobody was here to help me. That's probably why you guys seen all the screw-ups. Oh, my gosh. That's huge. Wow. Is that all 2.5 inch?
It goes from 2.5 inch up to 1.5 inch, and there's even some flex tube incorporated in it.
Holy crap.
This bow is 22 inches.
Wow. What did you use that on? A hat? For a hat? That would make a good hat.
I actually made this years ago. And what it is, I call it the Human Awareness Bow. It incorporates all colors of the rainbow, and it's a reminder that everybody has struggles.
Yeah.
Where nobody is exempt to struggle. So, and it did a little bit of traveling. It's been to several different states and kind of traveled around.
That's awesome. Okay, I am I think all separated here.
All right. So now you move on to your top.
So I'm doing my next set. Same way, right?
Yep.
Oops, I have to do this side at the same time.
Oh, thank y'all so much. I made that bow like 2 years ago.
It's still fluffed though. How did you keep it still fluffed?
So the secret's keeping it fluffed.
Yeah, there's a secret. Do tell.
It is it stores upside down.
Oh, all right. There's a secret for everything. Okay, am I separating now? Like I did the bottom?
Yep.
Okay. Holy moly. This thing is a monster. It's very pretty though. It's going to look great on my Mickey Mouse tree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I was looking at Amy Rudy's from Bam.
Mm-hmm.
I am so jealous. Oh my God, her tree. Her Disney tree. Okay, am I doing the other side too?
Uh-huh.
Very good. Look at the size. This sucker is huge. Wow. I just remembered I have some beautiful 4-inch cardinal ribbon over there. I may have to make another one now that I kind of know how to make one. I watched your video and it was very well done, but I figured since you're my friend, you'd come on and actually literally show me how to do it, which was much easier. So thank you, Jackie.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna have to stand soon just to fluff a bow?
Hopefully not.
Okay. Look at the size of this thing compared to my head.
So now I'm gonna get a little bit fancy with you, Lori. So I got a bow here to explain to you what you need to do.
Okay.
So on the bottom, you're gonna kind of layer your loops a little bit. All right. So all of these are basically one size that are on my bottom, but I lifted one up and separated it and let two go underneath.
I gotcha. Okay.
So on your bottom, start there, and then you'll do the same thing as the top to really get your ribbons separated out.
Gotcha. So I separated the 2 4-inch and the 2.5-inch I lifted, right?
Yeah, however you want to do it, But basically what you're going to do is alternate up and down to really help fill your bow out.
Okay.
And separate your ribbons.
Oh, I see what it's doing. It's making another layer.
Correct.
Looks like it's making another layer.
Without all the work of looping another layer.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. You guys will see what I'm doing here. God, this is the quietest I think I've ever been. Do you see the smoke coming out of my head? Because I'm actually concentrating.
That is beautiful ribbon.
I know, isn't it? This ribbon is actually just cheapy ribbon from, it's not one of those 50 yards from, I think, Costco. But
is yours lime green or is it dark green?
No, mine's lime green. Is yours dark? Yours is dark green. Mine's lime. It's the same ribbon though.
It's the same.
All right. Look, Mom. Look at me making a big bow.
A really big bow.
A big bow, yes. And now she's going to probably come over, raid my ribbon to make herself a bow, get frustrated, and then make me make it. No, she's actually pretty good. All right, I think I'm on my last one for that. Yep.
Okay, then you'll go and do the same thing to your top layer.
All righty.
So you'll end up with 4 layers.
So I seen all your boxes you were shipping out. You shipped out a lot of wreaths this week. Good for you.
This month I actually shipped out close to 80.
Wow. Good for you, Jackie. I know. I seen the picture. I'm like, holy moly. All right. So now I'm doing it on this one. All right. So I might as well just. How do I twist this? Oh, I'm all kerfuffled. And that's actually a fold now. I'm all kerfuffled. There we go. I went the wrong way with my loops. There, that's better. Woo! I need a beer.
She's sweating over there. She's sweating over there fluffing a bow, y'all.
Good God. It is easy. Very easy. It's just a.
The good thing about using the measure buddy is you get to get a consistent length on
Yeah,
loop.
they are. Yeah,
now,
they are consistent.
You could gut it out and like, I don't know, measure and then try to loop, but then you might lose the consistency because you're trying to make sure you get the right measurement plus the right count.
Well, I noticed when I was measuring to find the center that it was exactly on. So not that I am tooting my own product, but it did work very well for the measurements. And it was easy, just to close it and slide it off, really easy.
I messaged Lori when I was like, you know, you can make a bow with the measure buddy. She's like, no, you can't.
No.
I was like, yes, you can. I was like, I'll show you.
I'm not a bow maker. I have every single bow maker there is. And I don't know.
I just love it because it's open to, it's like you make some amazing bows now. So.
All right, one more. I don't know how amazing this is. I might have to ship this to Kentucky and get you to fix it.
It's looking really good from what I can see.
Is it? Okay, so looking right. Something's crossed over here, and I don't know what I'm doing here. But all right, I think I'm on my last one here. Wow, look how big this sucker is when you open it. Holy. This is Texas size. Well, I guess Kentucky size since you're from Kentucky. All right. I think I'm good, Jackie Blue.
Lori, and if I was you, Lori, and you want that bow to last for years. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to do this again.
Okay. Get you a box that is just bigger than your bow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now listen to me. You want to get a box that's bigger than your bow. And what you want to do is you want to tie your bow down into that box. Mark your box top and bottom.
Gotcha.
And you want to flip it over so that you're storing your bow upside down.
Upside down. Gotcha, girlfriend. Gotcha here. All right. I think, does it look okay?
Looks good. Looks really, really good. And then, of course, once you get it on your tree, you'll probably fluce it a little bit more with the.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have a little bit of the streamer things coming down, like tails streamer things. Listen to me. Professional world is tails.
Well, no, actually, you were right. When it's coming down, it's streamers.
Streamers. Oh,
you were right.
Okay.
You're right.
All right. Now what?
Okay. Now we need to attach your tree topper in the center.
Okay. Wait. You know what? Hold on. There's a spot here. I think I twisted one wrong here. I did. Okay. Hold on. There we go. I was wondering I had two stripes together. There, that's better. All right, this thingy, let's illuminate it. We're going to illuminate it so we can put it on the erect tree. People hate when I say that. That's why I say it. Okay. This is my starburst.
What I think you can do is take a pipe cleaner.
Uh-huh.
And you said you've got a loop on the bottom.
Yeah, there's this little round circle thing.
Okay, you should be able to put your pipe cleaner through that and pull it all the way through your bow. Set that in your center and loop it through like that, because that doesn't look like it weighs that much.
No, it's not heavy at all. So how it's kind of solid through the center. Oh no, never mind. I see what you got. I might have to do a double pipe cleaner, you think?
Probably. I would go ahead and do a double so I didn't have to pull it back out.
Yeah, exactly. So to make a longer pipe cleaner, if you didn't know that, you just twist 2 pipe cleaners together. There we go. All right, so I'm going through this loop. All right. And where am I going? Down it?
Yeah, set your in the middle, and you might have to just kind of like weave it into
I got you. Bit. Yep, I got it. Okay. Yeah, so when I was using it before, the only thing is it's not going to stand up, is it?
Your loops should support it.
Let's see. All right. I got to the bottom on one side. Yeah, good thing we did do a double pipe cleaner. Oh, hold on. There we go. Well, it's in the center. It's a little floppy. Huh. I wonder if I wrapped a zip tie around here and then another zip tie.
Probably.
To keep it more sturdy in the center. Let's try.
Probably.
Okay, so I'm going to try a zip tie here. Yeah, because it's in there really well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of floppy on the top here. All right. Ah, shoot. My zip tie's not going to be long enough, so I'm going to attach another one. There we go. Us clever crafters. And I'm just going to follow the route of the
zip ties and pipe cleaners and tinsel. Oh my.
Oh my. And ribbon. Oh my.
Well, look at it like this. You needed that pipe cleaner anyway to tie it onto the top of your tree. So.
Yeah. All right. Oh, much better. All right. I think. Okay, I have to refluff that one side. You know, nobody's actually going to actually see the mechanics of it. So as long as it looks pretty and it works.
Not unless you invite somebody that's 9 feet tall over to your house.
Yeah. All right.
You know, I did something else really neat with the Measure Buddy.
What did you do?
I made, let me show you, everybody. I'll grab it real quick.
What do you guys think? The loops are 18 inches on the bottom and 17 inches on the second tier. All right, now I'm going to have to refluff these, I think.
So Rita sells the modified Unique in the Creek boards, and I had
She
all
sure
those
does.
bases, and I was like, what was I going to do with it? So I found a purpose for it. Number one, it makes a really good base for a ribbon Christmas tree.
You made a ribbon Christmas tree on that? That's adorable. Is that oh, and it's got the loops, the what's it called? Flex tubing.
It's got the flex tubing in it. Now, this ribbon is 1.5, but I bought it at Joann's, and it's really, really stiff ribbon. I mean, it is
really
stiff. It is stiff, no joke ribbon.
Wow.
It is like stiff.
That is amazing.
So I did that with the Measure Buddy as well.
And the modified board. That is really
the
cute.
Modified board for the base.
Somebody just posted in Unique Wreath Creators, they made a 3D Christmas tree that rotated with 3 triangle boards. So they put it on a rotator like my tree. It's like fabulous. It was like, oh my God. I'm so glad that there's people out there like you guys that, because I can only think of so much stuff. My brain's going to blow. And I'm not the greatest. There is, like you, much more creative people out there than me. But I just like to get people's... Oh, it's starting to twinkle. Do you see them twinkling? All right. How does it look?
It looks
that is going to be on the top. What do you guys think? This is going on the top of my tree.
Ever made, y'all.
Biggest bow. Where's my big bow daddy now? He's driving my daughter's friend home. Him and Lolly are driving Victoria home because they made cake pops last night. That was fun. So am I done?
Yeah.
Whoa. Now, how do you suggest I just pipe cleaner this puppy on or what?
Yeah, so basically what you're going to do is typically the tip of your tree that you would tie things onto, you're going to want to flatten that out and use that to tie that on.
I got you. I'll probably zip tie it. Now, if I want to make some long tails with just the 2.5, should I just attach it to the bow or literally just attach it to the tree?
I would just attach it to the tree. I wouldn't even attach it into the bow at all. Because if you attach it into the bow, then you're having to roll your tails up and store it with your bow. Yeah. Whereas if you do it separately, you're just rolling your tails up. And, you know, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah. Well, Jackie blew it. Thank you. I cannot wait. You can see me like almost running up the stairs right now, right? To put it on.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Oh, me either. Sorry, I gotta fluff. It's just, you gotta fluff, you know. This is awesome.
What do y'all think?
Yes, it is amazing. What do you guys think? Everybody's saying beautiful.
So is there a story is there a story with your tree topper? Because that was really important for you to incorporate it. Is the one you've had for a long time?
Well, no, not, do you mean this thing?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first, Dave and I, for our first, when we first went to Crafters Convention, the very first one, we stopped at Bronner's Christmas store in Frankenmuth, Michigan. And I seen this, and it wasn't, they didn't have it as a tree topper, but I wanted something like fireworky coming out the top. And we seen this, and I had to have it. Now, you can see they have these all over the place now, but at the time, they didn't have it. I've only seen it at Bronner's. So, yeah, I kind of brought it home and just made bows and zip tied them on each side because I didn't know how to make a big bow like this. And it worked, but I just love this. It looks so good on my Christmas tree, especially when it's twinkling and everything. So there's not really a story. It's just, there's a story of us going to buy it at Bronner's, which was one of my favorite days going there.
And now your bow is all symmetrical to sit on top of your tree and it'll look great when it spins.
I know.
I can't wait to see it.
Look at it. I can't wait to see it too. Look at it twinkle and everything. Oh, I can see it in the screen right there. Oh, I know you do, Michelle Odette. Don't you worry. We're going to be meeting up. She lives a little bit outside of Frankenmuth. Anyway, well, Jackie, thank you so much. You can give a little shout out of your group. I didn't put on the description, but
the group has taken a major change, and I did it this past month, and it's not just me anymore. So it's not under Jackie's Recent Things brand. It's everybody's brand, and that's why it's been relabeled to the creative design team.
Really? I didn't know that.
I'm in the group. Brian Firkin is in the group. Kathy Dreyer's in the group. Dustin Gibson's in the group, and we will also be having guest designers from time to time. So we offer, we have the biggest variety of things to teach, because I teach wreath attachments and mesh. Dustin teaches the florals, and he even teaches fresh florals. Brian teaches grapevines and centerpieces. Kathy teaches mesh and stuff. So we have the biggest variety of things to learn all in one group. We're not just about, just doing a wreath. We do centerpieces, saddles, everything. So it's really expanded and grown out. So I'm really, really happy. Just awesome, amazing people. Just a lot of fun.
Good for you. You remind me of a phoenix rising from the fire. We're both similar, you and I. We very much are.
Just a little bit, a lot of background noise, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta, yell a little bit louder than the background.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very true story. Well, thank you so much for helping me. And I can't wait to go put this on.
I can't wait.
No, I won't do it live because I'll probably fall off the stool and everything else.
But you'll show us live.
And that is on there really good. Oh yeah, I'll show it live when it's on there. All right. What was the name of your group again? I didn't even know you changed the name.
It's the Creative Design Team. It's not one brand. It's not people building my brand. It's not me building theirs. What I've tried to create is what really a community should be, of 4 small businesses working together. Yeah. We each have something different to offer, and that's to me what a community really does. Is there's not one person at the top. We're all parallel in, Dustin sells products, even Brian sells products. Kathy and I don't sell products, but we both teach. So it's 4 different businesses that have come together. And, basically it's like the same experience that you would get if you went shopping downtown into small businesses where they each offer something different. So that's what I've tried to create with this. So I'm really super excited that we've gotten together to do this, to create a better experience for people as far as learning and shopping and things like that. We're going to have guest designers. So it's going to be really big for 2021 coming out. We've already started it. It's just, it's going to grow,
That's awesome. Well, way to go. Proud of you, girl.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And you're an amazing teacher. I know we've had our things, but we get through them and move on. And you're just an amazing designer. You really are.
The thing is, Lori, sometimes family argues and fights, and sometimes we're not always going to get along. But come the end of the day, as long as y'all love each other, it's going to work itself out. Sometimes you just have to give people, and it's okay. It's going to happen. It doesn't matter. If everything's rainbow. People. Here's what I've learned. Everything is always rainbow and butterfly, and it's somebody's lying.
Yeah.
When you tell somebody the truth, it's going to hurt feelings sometimes, and some people are going to get hurt. But, and that's just the way it is.
Ain't that the truth? All righty. Well, thank you so much. And I would be happy to be a guest star, because I'm a star.
Everybody loved the angel so much. I was like, well, let me see if I can talk to Lori about that.
Which angel?
The angel that you just did.
Oh, my fairy angel.
Loved it.
Yeah, she's cute. She is very cute. Very easy to do. So to do go ahead.
Well, it was actually funny because, not everybody's a fan of Unique in the Creek, but when they saw that, they wanted to learn. So, Yep.
Are they not a fan of Unique in the Creek or not a fan of Lori Franklin?
The board. The board.
I don't care if you're a fan of mine. I'm not for everybody. I really am not. And I know that. So that's okay. That's okay. That's what makes the world go around with all different people. But you know what? I got a good heart.
Different strokes for different folks. And just because just because somebody says kind things doesn't necessarily mean they've got a good heart.
Yeah. So, all right. On that note, I can't wait to go put this up. And
I can't wait
when
to see
everybody,
it. Every time you're flipping it, it just looks better and better and better and better.
I know. 'Cause I'm opening up more now. All right. I'm going to let you go. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Check out, you still have your Facebook page, don't you? Jackie's Wreathing Things?
Jackie's Recent Things, yes. I still have my Facebook page. I hold my individual brand outside the group, and I hold my individual brand inside the group as Jackie's Recent Things. Each designer, we just are who we are. Nobody is like promoting me. I don't promote them necessarily, kind of thing. It's about truly building your own small business.
Got it. Well, head over to Jackie's, and I'm sure you have info on the creative design team group. And I wish you luck with that. We have a little something coming in the new year as well. I keep secrets, though. I'm really good at keeping secrets. I am good at keeping. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta put this tree topper on.
All right.
Okay, love you all. Love you, Jackie. Thank you so much.
Love y'all.
I want to see everybody else's. If I can make one of these suckers, you can too. I promise. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jackie.
Bye,
Thanks, son. Bye.